My fellow New Yorkers might be very much interested in this video because New York City is one of the biggest financial hub right now in the world, or it has been for a while. People go to New York to establish their businesses, to upgrade their careers, to do whatever they want in terms of economy, in terms of money. So when you talk about money, you talk about New York. When you talk about New York, you're talking about money. But if the infrastructure of New York is built in a way where a person can upgrade themselves, a person can start their business, a person can have success in their life, then why are majority of the New Yorkers not able to benefit from that infrastructure, and only a few of the people are? Why the majority is left alone? The majority of the New Yorkers, the people who are paying their taxes, the people who are maintaining the city, the people who are running the city, the people who are the powerhouse of the city, these people are having difficulty with affordable housing, with their credit cards, with their education loans. They're not able to go. They're not able to start a family because of the loans or the responsibilities they have. They're not able to. If they have a family, they're not able to send their children to colleges or good schools to get a better education, to get a better life. Why is it that the infrastructure, which is so much bragged about, being one of the best in terms of economy, not doing justice? Why is it not serving justice? Why is it that only few people are able to benefit from the infrastructure while the majority are just left alone? And this is not just a pain point for New Yorkers. This is a pain point for a majority of the world population. I don't think this is something new now to tell anyone that the top 10% is the one holding the 75% of the wealth, while the bottom half only holds about 2%, you and me. Now, Wha- now when we start having such conversations, these kind of conversation, this kind of when we start talking about imbalance in society, when we start talking about justice in society, there are people who come to defend themselves, mostly the top elites, who come to defend themselves, saying that you want our money, you don't have money, you're not able to earn money, that's why you are coming after our money. I don't care how many dollars you have, my friend. For those of you who make such kind of comments, it's a disclaimer for the video that I don't care how much money you have. I'm not interested in how many billions of dollars of assets you have. I don't care. But what I do care about is justice. What I do care about is imbalance, which might be something, a point of fun, a point of laughter for the elite, for the top 1%, for the top class society. Because, these, in their mind, oh, these stupid people, they don't have money, they are stupid, they are this, they are that. We are the one running the world, we are the one signing their paycheck, we are the one giving them money, we are the one giving them charities. By robbing people out of their opportunities and out of their resources, and then paying back few dollars, is not called charity, my friend. That's not charity. You're not charitable person. You're not a charitable person who has robbed the people because you have some political connections, and then opened a charitable fund for the welfare of society. Really? Welfare of society? welfare of society. In my last video, I talked about workplace justice, how injustice happens in the workplace, how injustice is happening in the workplace, how people who are employee get exploited by their employers. Yeah, and in that video, I told that injustice is not limited to a certain level or a certain part of society. It extends. It extends. So justice begins at home. We have to be just at the home so that we can be justice on the personal level, on a social level, on a moral level, on an economic level. On an individual level, I have to be a just person. On a social level, I have to be a just person. On a moral level, I have to be a just person. Then only I will be a just person, a just individual on the economic level. If I'm not just in my home, you cannot be expecting me to be establishing justice in my office. I can't do that because I don't know what it means. I don't have sympathy towards my own family members, let alone I'm going to have sympathy for someone I don't even know or I don't even care to know. So these were the things I was talking about in my last video. Now coming to this video, injustice happening on the global level. In prior videos, I've talked about these corrupt people in position, the managers, the supervisors exploiting the weaker employees. On the global level, there are these big politicians, international corporations, big banks who exploit the weaker nations. You're talking about global economy right now. You have these big banks, big international corporations, big politicians who have power, who have military. Now, what do? They exploit the weaker people. They go on, they just enter into what happened a few days ago into Venezuela. Just because the American president has the power, he sent his military to the Venezuela border, took their president out, and now they have control over their oil. Really? This fucking Trump, I heard this Trump saying in one of his press conference that we gave Israel our bombs and they used them very well. They used them very well. They used them very well. Why? Because these people are in power. These people have military. These people have money. So they get to do whatever they want. They can just commit genocide and sit comfortably on their couches. They can do that. What are the weaker nations going to do? What is the Middle East, the poor Middle East going to do? They don't even have a capable military to fight back. Or they are not letting or for the country that is willing to have military might, they are ready to annihilate that country. I'm talking about Iran right now, a country which is making itself powerful, which is making itself capable of fighting back. Now you get after them. No, 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 no. We're not gonna have let this happen. Why? Because they're danger to humanity. Yeah, they're danger to humanity, and you are the savior of humanity. I went on a big. I wanted to talk about the global injustice happening on the global level, which is where The top 10% own the 75% of the resources, which is nothing new. These big peoples, international corporations, big banks, they exploit weaker nations. They have been doing so, they are doing that. They have been doing so, and they are doing that. What about there is a lot of talk about global warming, right? Since 2000s, who are the one emitting the most amount of pollution? The very wealthy one. Their own companies, they are responsible. They are the owner of the companies. They are the one emitting 77% of the global pollution emissions. While who is the one facing the consequences? The rest of the society, the rest of the people, the rest of the humanity. If there's a drought, we are the one to suffer. If there's a flood, we are the one to suffer. If there is energy crisis, we are the one to suffer. If there are shortage of food, we are the one to suffer. If there's extremely weather condition, extreme cold, extreme heat, we are the one to suffer. Who is the one causing, the one who is responsible for causing all this global imbalance in the climate? The very elite people who are safe in their houses. Now, I don't really care about how much money do they any person has. I'm not jealous of anyone having money. I'm frustrated of seeing injustice happening in this world. And when I speak to establish justice. When I say anything, I speak and I say so that we can have justice in our world. Not just at individual level, but on the global level, where the powerful nations don't exploit the weaker nations. The powerful nation don't commit genocide on the weaker nations. The powerful nations don't just get to do whatever they want on the global supply chain because they can. I want to see a world where opportunities are available equally for everyone. That's what Allah commands us in the Quran. That's what Allah commands in Surah Ar-Rahman. Allah tatgaw mizan, have a sense of justice. Allah is commanding us to have a sense of justice on the individual level, personal level, social level, moral level, economic level. At every level of society, at every part of society. Allah wants established to be established. Sorry, Allah wants justice to be established in this world. Allah doesn't want to see corruption, bloodshed, exploitation, killing, murders, rapes. Do you think the Rahman want to see this in this world? The Rahman want to see his creation doing all of these things on earth? Well, hello. The Rahman wants good for us. He wants mercy for us. And it starts from within. See, I can talk about all the globally injustice that are happening, and there are people out there who are experts. I'm not expert. There are people out there who are experts who are talking about these things for decades, if not centuries. But conversation, information is not enough. We have to have transformation in our life. And that transformation will start from within. I have to be a just person first. I have to establish justice in my home first, in my places of work where I work, in my neighborhood, in my community, in my society, in my city. And when enough people are doing that, then we'll have the power to resist global exploitation and global injustice. But when the homes, the very places, the starting of civilization, the foundation of civilization is corrupt, you cannot expect the roof to be strong. We have to start somewhere. And that somewhere is a place within. Allah says in the Quran, we don't change the condition of the people until they change what's inside themselves. Allah is only going to change the condition of the people once they change what's inside themselves. So we have to bring a change from inside. And these are not abstract ideas. This is reality which is forgotten. This is reality which is not in practice. This is reality which just disappeared somewhere. We have to bring it back. If not for ourselves, then at least for our future generation, our children, our grandchildren. Because if times are bad right now, and if we don't do anything right now, there are worst time coming in front. And we have to stop it. Because everyone is responsible for whatever he is capable of or she is capable of. Allah will ask the very single individual person, what did you do to bring a change? Or might ask, what did you do in your capability? How did you try to make an impact? How did you try to make this world a better place? What did you do? Have to change. You have to change. We have to change. I hope this video helps, and I'll meet you in the next one, inshallah.